What it do, what it ain't, what it is. It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. Welcome to a space I like to call the break room, where we talk everything from sports to hot topics. This week, we got the Ravens. This is the third time we seen the Ravens this year. And y'all, when I tell you, I think we can get this game. I think we can upset these dudes. I think we can get this game. I couldn't wait to come to y'all and bring this video to y'all. It's something I've been feeling all this week. And I've been trying to contain myself because it's just been a lot going on. But I believe we can get this win.
L-I-G it, man. Let it go, Reggie. Let it go. You don't believe me? Hell no.
I've been seeing a lot of disrespect. I've been seeing a lot of down talk. And quite frankly, man.
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
Tell our people to tool up.
I'm on it. I got time today. That's the problem with people that try to bully you. They take it too far. They start underestimating you. When people underestimate you, when people overlook you, I love that shit. I don't know about y'all, but I love it. I love it. Because over and over and over again in my personal life, I ain't even talking sports right now. When people have overlooked me, I have won every single time. Man, I just feel good about this game.
I do. I honestly, for me personally, I wanted to play the Ravens again. I still got a bad taste in my mouth from last game. So, you know, I wanted to play them again. I'm glad we get to play them again. I just want to go out there and, do what I can to help my team.
Hey, Siri, can you translate this for me? Because I don't understand what he's saying.
So what? Let them come on out here. I've been looking for them, and they've been looking for me. And goddamn it, we can meet right here on the motherfucking concrete and strap like a motherfucker right now. Come on, you crazy. Man, you what, man? I'm crazy. I'm crazy?
We have not won a playoff game since 2016, bro.
Nigga, I'm insane, nigga. Let me fucking...
It's time. I just feel good about this game. It's one of those gut feelings. The last time we played the Ravens, I had to work. And I thought I had to work this time, too. But I just got confirmation. So I was like, bet. I got them tickets, man. Last time we played them, I had to work. So I was kind of disappointed. I was kind of bummed out. But I didn't feel good about that game. The way they was talking, people were doubting the Ravens too much. They were doubting the Ravens too much. They was talking about how Lamar can't get over the hump. Lamar can't do this. He hasn't had a good game. I didn't like the way people were talking. And I'm big on that. I'm big on that underestimating your opponent. I'm big on that, man. Now, we ain't looking down on nobody. Everybody's a threat. And quite frankly, the way people are talking about Pittsburgh lines right up with what we prefer. I'm good being the underdog. I am good being the underdog. I don't need everybody to be on my side for me to rock with nobody. I'm good walking alone. I walk the unbeaten path. It don't matter because I'm going to show up every day. And it prides me to say I'm going to be at M&T Stadium tomorrow night. It's going to be on and popping, and we're going to be locked in. Still a nation. We're going to be locked in. Because the facts of the matter still remains is we still have a season. There are a lot of teams that wish they still had a game this week. We got a game this week. And I know I was a little negative about the Mike Tomlin talk, and I do apologize about that. But part of the reason I started this channel was to just document my thoughts and document how I felt. And I appreciate y'all for still rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for giving me space to let my thoughts off because I was frustrated. I was disappointed, man. Every year I come into this thing and I have such high hopes for the Steelers because I believe in them, just like you do. And so I don't think any less of you for letting your thoughts off too. I want to create a space where people could just let their thoughts off and it'd be okay. It's all right. You're frustrated. Say what you need to say. I'm not going to look down on you. I'm not going to hold anything against you for doing that. I just ask that you be respectful in the process. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. So yeah, the disrespect, the trash talk is going too far. And quite frankly, if that Marlon Humphrey pick six where he turned and put the ball in our guy's face,
Pick six!
if that don't do something to you, Slim, you on the wrong channel. You following the wrong dude, because I was fired up when he did that. He gave us ammunition. He gave us ammunition. He showed us his ass. That's what he did in that moment. And that's what Baltimore does. And it pisses me off. Last year, Zay Flowers showing out cost them the game against KC. I'm not really going to go into the injury report because you all have already seen all that stuff. But we healthy. Like, no one is giving us a shot. And the thing I find most interesting in all that is people know we were hurt. We were banged up last time we played these dudes. We didn't have JPJ. We didn't have D-Jack. We didn't have Deshaun Elliott. And Deshaun Elliott is especially good in stopping the run. We didn't have Larry Ogunjobi. What is he good at? He's good at stopping the run. So that $160 or whatever Derrick Henry got, cancel that. He had one late run that was up the left sideline. But for the most part, all of Derrick Henry's chunk runs were up the middle, straight up the gut, where Larry O would have been, where Deshaun Elliott would have been crashing down on. All his impactful plays was right through the middle of the defense, where our playmakers would have been. We had forced 2 fumbles in the first quarter, like within the first 5 or 6 minutes of the first quarter. We forced 2 fumbles. We just didn't get either one. If we get one of those fumbles, man, that's momentum. But we didn't get either one. We had opportunities. People forget, like, people really have short-term memory. When Russ threw that pick 6, it was 24-17. And it was the beginning of the fourth quarter. It was like 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter or something like that. It was still a ball game. They were just celebrating like the game was over because that was just such a momentum killer. But it was 24-17 when Russ threw that pick. If we get a field goal on that drive, it's still a ball game. Their offense only put up 3 points in the fourth quarter. 3 points. That's all they did in the fourth quarter was 3 points. So if we would have tied that game at 24-all, they do 3 points. You telling me we don't have a shot to win that game? And now they giving these dudes a 10-point spread without Zay Flowers? Nah, some stuff you gotta call some stuff to the carpet, man. They doing too much. They doing too much. They doing way too much. The disrespect gotta stop. A 10-point spread is insane. Throughout history, we've met 4 times in the playoffs. We're 3-1 over the course of that time frame. We're 3-1. They won 1 game. They just beat us for the second time in 10 meetings. They just beat us for the second time in 10 meetings. Oh, and we didn't have George Pickens last game either. So we didn't have George Pickens, our number 1 receiver. We didn't have either one of our starting cornerbacks. We didn't have one of our starting safeties, and we didn't have one of our defensive tackles. And they acting like that game, we was 100%. We was not. We was not. 10-point spread is nasty work. And this is why I started calling these people to the carpet. Because you are out your mind if you think a 10-point spread is even a respectable prediction. Mind you, they don't have Zay Flowers this game. Last game, he had 100 yards. If we look at the other receivers, Mark Andrews had 37 yards. Isaiah Likely had 29 yards. Derrick Henry had 27 yards. And Rashad Bateman had 14 yards. Flowers had 100 yards. If you add up the rest of those dudes, you like right at 100. That is 107 yards. Flowers had 50% of the receiving on his own. That's a major loss. But when George Pickens went out, oh man, Steelers in trouble. We all agreed, yeah, we in trouble. How are they not in trouble? When it took 4 guys to get 100 yards, but nobody's talking about that. Yeah, I got time today, man. I got time today.
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
So yeah, let's get into this quick recap of the last matchup, and we're gonna run through this stuff real fast because I want to highlight specifically the scores, the significant plays, as well as the time that was on the clock. We held their offense with Zay Flowers. We held their offense to 3 points in the fourth quarter. Remember that.
Desmond King straight up. Ball is out. My goodness, the second fumble today already, but Baltimore's gotten them both back. Their division hopes alive. Here's Wilson again. Going this big seam there. Wilson going to take off. Look at him go inside the 10.
We all know what happened right here. If Russ don't lose that ball right there, we go up 14-7 in Baltimore. You can't tell me that's not major. That is major. But we know he lost the ball. If we minimize our mistakes, if we stop shooting ourselves in the foot, bro, it's a ball game. We might sneak away with this win if we just commit to not hurting ourselves. Play smart football. Make good decisions with the ball, Russ. Hey, guys, high and tight, cover the ball up. Don't give the Ravens an advantage. Do not give them an advantage. If we want to sit here and be real, holding the Bengals to 19 points last week is major. Like I said on my last break, our defense showed up. Our offense just didn't quite get the job done. Holding that Bengals offense to 19 points when they was running through the league, bro. They was running through the league. They was running through everybody. We held them to 19 points. So yeah, if Russ don't lose this ball right here, we go up 14-7. That's major.
Russell Wilson decked inside the 5, ball comes out. Who's going to grab it? Jackson going end zone. It is caught. Bateman touchdown.
KZ was getting cooked all game. He was getting cooked all game. They was picking on KZ all game long. But we got Deshaun Elliott back now. We got JPJ back and D-Jack back. I think we're going to see a different story this game, y'all. I really do. I think we're going to see a different story this game.
Way to pull it together. 51 yards. Great hold there. Tucker's kick is up.
51 yards.
Good. What?
Tuck hitting field goals. 51 yards.
Boswell is drilled. It is
Boss
up.
hitting
It is
field
good.
goals.
Wilson with time.
So we went into the halftime 17-10. We get the ball first third quarter, and we answer first in third quarter. 17 up. It was a ball game, y'all. Pick your head up. It was a ball game. We was right there with them. We just kept making a couple mistakes. If we tweak those mistakes and correct those wrongs, I'm very optimistic.
Looking for a deep ball. Going to take a shot down there. Austin turns around. Calvin Austin, how did he do that? Earl Patterson in the game in the backfield. It's Wilson to throw. Floating one for Patterson. Goes up. Hangs on. Touchdown. Jackson zips it over the middle. It's caught for the touchdown.
KZ missed another assignment.
Zips it over the middle. It's caught.
KZ missed another assignment. KZ was getting cooked all game. They seared that man, and there was nothing we could do about it. And if you ask me, KZ cannot be the backup next year. He cannot. Trice, man, I know a lot of people got a lot of hope in Trice, but he's barbecue chicken. KZ and Trice on the field at the same time is a buffet for the other offense. Barbecue chicken, you got the popcorn shrimp, all that. Unlimited. What you want, how you want it. Trice and KZ on the field at the same time. Can't have that. We cannot have that. I don't know. Maybe there's still hope for Trice, but I know a lot of people, they had hope in Trice. They were like, oh, man, if he could just stay healthy, we got a chance. But I do not see it right now. KZ was getting torched.
For the touchdown. They are going to go. Wilson back. Loading up. Going for it all. Deep down the field.
The play calling. Come on, Art. Come on, bruh. We got to have better plays than that. Why are we not taking shots in the middle of the field? That game against the Bengals, offensively, that should be the model of how our offense should flow. Russ was back there looking like Jason Kidd, just dropping dimes everywhere, outside the numbers, inside the numbers, down the field, little dump offs. Like, that should be the prototype of what the Steelers offense should look like. Reference that Bengals game. The play calling, the decision making, everything. That should be your study. That should be your point of reference of what we need to do to get this job done. Spread the ball around. Quick plays, quick dump offs, quick routes, everything. Like, and then they went tempo as well. I think the Steelers look really good when they go tempo. Russ is really good when we go tempo. Why not do that more often? I don't want to use the expression, let Russ cook. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like everybody says it and it's like played out. But let him get into a rhythm early. Let's not wait till the second half or the fourth quarter to try to make miracles. Let Russ make plays early. Let him get into a groove. Let him get into a rhythm. Let Russ carry us. What y'all bring him here for if you wasn't going to let him do his thing? Take the bracelets off, take the training wheels off, and let Russ do his thing. When Russ first took over as starting quarterback, what had me sold was the fact that Russ was coming to the line of scrimmage. He was checking in plays. He was checking out of plays. He was changing stuff at the line of scrimmage. He had ultimate command of the offense. What happened to that? Where did that go? Because I have not seen that. The whole time we was on a 4-game skid, I did not see that, which tells me they was playing it too safe. Man, we ain't got nothing to lose. We only have the opportunity to gain here. No one is giving us a chance to win this game. Even given everything I just said.
They know. They just don't care.
They know it. They just don't care because it doesn't fit their narrative. Well, like I told you before, we here on this channel, we're going to bring the real. We have every opportunity to go into Baltimore tomorrow and get a win. So this play right here, everybody was basically running go routes. Where's the route runner across the middle? Where's the shallow guy at? Everybody was just running 20, 30 yards down the field. And then you throw a 50-50 ball, a jump ball, directly at the smallest guy down the field. You do it directly at his back. Hamilton had a way better shot at that ball than Calvin Austin did. We just need better plays, better decision making. And I know we shouldn't be saying this now at this stage of the season, but it's just your friendly reminder that you have another opportunity to get it right. So let's go. They messed up by giving us another chance to get it right. Let's prove that. Let's show that. Should have never gave us a chance. And then I began to get inspired. I saw this clip from Russ.
Hey, let's win the last 4, all right? Yeah. Look at me. Let's go. We can do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't doubt now. Yep. You feel me? Let's go win the last 4.
And then I heard what TJ Watt had to say in his pregame presser.
But there's definitely an aura and a sense to a guy that has won a Super Bowl. And there's a togetherness, a close-knit group of guys that when they come back for those one-night weekends, they hang out and they bond and they talk about their successes on and off the field and that Super Bowl run. And we want that. Every guy in here wants that. Don't confuse any of this lack of success for lack of effort. Everybody's trying. We're turning over every stone that we possibly can to be great. We want to be great. We just need to do it together. And that's not saying that we haven't, but we just need to do everything collectively and play complementary football when the time matters most. And there's definitely a sense of urgency.
Yeah, I went ahead and got them tickets, man. I'm going to be in the building. Second row. I'm going to be in the building. Oh, and there's so many tickets available. Like, real quick on the ticket situation. There's so many tickets available, and they're so much more affordable than I thought they were going to be. Last year, I bought them Bills tickets for that playoff game the night we found out we was in the playoffs, because it was like somebody had to lose, I think, or some game had to finish. For us to we had to see what the seeding was going to be based on a couple of games that finished. I believe we was already in the playoffs, so we just didn't know who we were playing. Last year, I was prepared to go to every road game if we kept winning. I was prepared for that. This year, because of work, I can't go. Like, I believe we got to play KC if we win. against Baltimore. I can't go. I cannot go because of work. It's one of them things to where I would go if I could, but I can't. So yeah, I got them tickets for Buffalo, and you know, it ended up being a good time in Buffalo. Despite the loss, it was a good time in Buffalo. I met a couple dope fans in Buffalo. I've never been to a game in Baltimore. I've never been to a game in Baltimore. So this would be my first game in Baltimore. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've heard some nightmares. I've heard some nightmares about going to games in Baltimore. So yeah, y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for us. Y'all pray for all the fans that's going to Baltimore, man, because it's one thing when we're in Pittsburgh. I've always said this. When we're in Pittsburgh, you know what I'm saying? When Ravens fans come in the stadium, they looking all crazy. I'm like, nah, bro, have a seat. Enjoy yourself. Welcome to the crib. Kick your feet up. That's how we welcome division opponents in Pittsburgh. I've heard some crazy stuff about Baltimore. And if you're going to the game in Baltimore, take all Steelers decals and paraphernalia off your vehicles, because I heard they will slash your tires. They will bust your windows out. You'll have to call AAA to come get you up out of there. Just word to the wise. You can take heat, you can not take heat. But I've just heard some crazy stories about going to games in Baltimore. So yeah, getting back to this play. Better play calling, please, y'all. Y'all FaceTiming your wives, telling them what you're doing. At least make it worth it. You feel me? Like, you can't be FaceTiming the wives, but hey, I'm at work. She can be like, man, you might as well just stayed at the crib. You ain't wasn't no point of you being out there. So yeah, make better play calls.
Austin, incomplete. Jackson to Henry. Henry around the left side. Uh-oh! Derrick Henry! Foot race! Down to the 10.
Like at some point it would break.
So he had like 160 yards, right? That was 30 yards right there. That was 30 yards right there. Because our corners and our secondary, they couldn't get him down to the ground. Linebackers shot the wrong gaps. They couldn't get him to the ground. Which leads me to my next point. Please tackle. Please tackle. Like, there were so many missed tackles. It was atrocious. Please tackle, y'all. It was getting downright outrageous, the amount of missed tackles we had.
Open for him.
Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has it. Couldn't come at a bigger time.
That play right there, that gave us the momentum. That gave us the momentum. That was the play. That was the play. We snatched the momentum. We sucked the energy out of that stadium. That crowd went quiet.
For the Steelers. Play fake. Wilson, pressure. Has to get rid of it.
And then on the next play, we gave it right back to him. Pump up the volume. That was ball game right there. That series of plays right there was ball game. That was ball game. Russ made a pass that he will never make that pass again. He was taught from the very first time, he was taught how to throw a football. He was taught where to place the ball at on an out route like that. Outside shoulder. Outside shoulder. Come on, Russ. I know he knows what to do. I'm just saying, for those who are unaware, we all know that ball should have been on the outside shoulder. If that ball is on the outside shoulder, there's not a pick six on that play. But it happened because, quite frankly, this is where they began to show their ass. Specifically, Marlon Humphrey showed his ass. He showed out. Marlon Humphrey showed out. And as a competitor, I get it. But my man, you acting like we wasn't going to spin the block again. You was acting like you wasn't going to have to see us no more. Or you just didn't care. So they could talk about, oh, Pittsburgh taking shots at us. Now y'all been taking shots at us. Y'all was taking shots at us on this game. In this game right here, y'all was taking shots at us.
The other way. Marlon Humphrey. Pick six.
It's running a naked bootleg. And Russell's exposed. And he tries to flip the ball out to Pruitt. And behind him is Humphrey. And he is not dropped.
So yeah, that's what happened, man. That's what happened. At the time of that pick six, it was 24-17. Obviously, they got a pick six with the touchdown in the field, extra point. It was 31-17. Look at the clock. Look at the clock. It was 17-31 with 8 minutes left in the fourth. They only scored 3 more points, y'all. So we held their offense. We held them to 3 points in the fourth quarter. You can't tell me we don't have a chance this game. You can't tell me we don't have a chance. We have an opportunity to win this game. That's all I came here to say. We have a chance to win this game, and I believe we're going to win this game. Prediction for the game, for score. I believe it's going to be 27-23 us or somewhere in that ballpark. But I feel like they're going to come out and they're going to respond. And this is probably the most efficient the offense has looked since that Bengals game. I'm not saying they're going to throw for 1,000 yards or anything like that, but I feel as though they're going to come out and they're going to do the things they intend on doing. So I believe they're going to come out and do more play action. I believe they're going to come out and run the ball more efficiently. I believe our defense is going to look good this game. Bateman is the only guy that can really take the top off the defense. I say stick JPJ on him, but I feel like JPJ or D-Jack, we got both our starting corners back. But as long as we stay out of zone, man, I think we're okay. When we get in zone, we almost like essentially give the other team big plays. Andrews and Likely, I'm not really worried about Aguilar, but he's an NFL player and they look for opportunities too. So I can't knock Aguilar. I can't overlook Aguilar. But all I'm saying is I believe they're key playmakers that they're going to focus in as far as their packages go. And their scheme is going to be Rashad Bateman, Isaiah Likely, and Mark Andrews. I believe that's what they're going to focus on. In the passing attack. Ground game, of course, you got Justice Hill and you got Derrick Henry. But I'm just saying, they really picked us apart last time. And we was in that zone stuff, man. But we had backups in at the same time. So I expect a much closer game. But this is all people remember. 34-17, that's all they remember. Because that's all they want to remember. They don't want to hear that it was a close game. Ravens blew them out the water. They did not blow us out the water. It was a much closer game than what the final score predicted. So, with that being said, we got a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
I just hope the guys come out and take advantage of this chance that we do have. Because if they do take advantage of this chance, y'all, man, we're going to have a good time in Baltimore. I'm just going to get up out the parking lot quick, fast, and in a hurry. I ain't lying. But real quick, in regards to the pregame tomorrow, I am going to try to do some pregame interviews because at the end of the day, I feel as though we have the best rivalry in sports. Can y'all imagine if this would have been like a divisional round game or a conference championship by chance? Man, that would be wild. But I mean, just having a wild card matchup with these guys is insane too. And they probably feel the same way about us that we feel about them. Like I've always said, man, they don't go away. They always just around trying to play spoiler. And they probably feel the same way about us. So, I just hope the guys go out and get this dub, man. I look forward to having a good time in Baltimore. I look forward to having a good time interacting with fans, But yeah, man, I'm gonna be live. I'm gonna be front. I ain't gonna be center, but I'm gonna be front. And I'm gonna try to, drop some footage before the game, or even I'm gonna try to go live before the game, just to kind of showcase, what the vibe is in the parking lot and stuff like that. Because people gonna be talking. You already know what time it is. But I do want to go live and just show y'all what the atmosphere is like. So I do appreciate y'all checking in with me on this break. Let's just get this win. I know Russ said let's win 4, but let's just win one at a time. One win at a time. 1 quarter at a time. 1 play at a time. All 3 phases got to show up if this is going to happen. We have to play mistake-free football. Those fumbles and stuff that we didn't get, man, we got to come up with at least one of those. So, man, let's have a good weekend, y'all. And I'm going to tap back in with y'all in a few hours. You know what I'm saying? If you coming out to the game, make sure you got your heated gloves, your heated socks. Until then, y'all stay up, y'all stay blessed. Peace.